YouTube, what's going on? Matt from Famous Autographs here. Notice I didn't say .com. The site's still up. You can still go see images. However, I am going to kind of rework the site to make it more user-friendly and to make pictures easier to see and easier to find. But until then, the site's still open, but it's just Famous Autographs. But for now, this is the weekly TTM report. Before I show you my TTM and my purchases, I do want to thank a couple of people. First is to Ben Martinez. I'm glad you liked the package. I'm sorry I couldn't send more, but thanks for the plug. It was great. And I'm glad you liked the Kaepernick customs that I did send. Second is to Stacy Schaefer, aka The Don. So he plugged my website and he plugged my YouTube channel. Thank you very much for doing that. You're one of those people that did inspire me to start this TTM or collecting through TTM. So thank you very much for the videos that you do post. I look forward to watching them every day. But now I understand it's going to be every Friday and Monday, or I may get that wrong. But check out his videos. He's going to have a new schedule. But I always look forward to those. So thanks for the plug. And lastly, to Mr. TY2K. I mean, he didn't give me a plug or anything, but I checked out his t-shirt website. The link is below, along with Ben's and Stacy's. But his link is below as well to his t-shirt website. Check that out. He has some great t-shirts that he's made for the Autograph Network for different YouTube TTMers. But I plan on buying one. I'm not going to say which one yet, but it's going to be in one of my videos when I do get it. It's awesome. But you'll see when I get it. So without further ado, this is going to be the TTMs and purchases from Tuesday through Friday. And afterwards, I'm going to announce a contest. I'm going to have a contest, let you know what it's all about, what you'll be able to win. But that's after you watch what I got in this week. Alright, so let's go over the TTMs first. I'm going to dig right into it since got quite a few things to cover. The first one is coming from Heroes for Hire, Studio City, California. Signing 2 of 2 in 10 days is Erin Gray. She was actually in Buck Rogers and Silver Spoons. So here's their first 4x6. Here is the second 4x6. Up next, this is my first Toy Story success. I'm actually working on getting some customs made for all the characters in Toy Story. But this one is postmarked Los Angeles, California. And signing 2 of 2 in 7 days is Estelle Harris. She was also George Costanza's mom on Seinfeld. There's the first. And here is the second. Next, I also am starting to reach out to comic strip artists. I'm asking them to sign some things for me as well. So this is my first success on this, and this was coming from Stamford, Connecticut. And sending back 2 of 2 in 8 days is Mort Walker, and he is the artist of Beetle Bailey. And here is the sketch card. And the last TTM from Tuesday through Friday of last week comes from the Broadway play Evita. he's really not known to sign TTM, but I see that a lot of people are actually getting some successes from him this time. So I thought this was a loss. After 60 or after 50 days, it was just like, well, I guess I'm not going to get it back. But I actually did, and I was very surprised. So signing 2 of 1 in 61 days is Mr. Ricky Martin. Here's the 8x10 custom I sent. Now he did sign on the darkest part of it, which is right here. And this is all that I sent, but he actually sent, in addition to that, a playbill signed. So those are all my TTM successes for Tuesday through Friday. But I did get some purchases in that I'm going to show you all as well. There's about 8 or actually 10 that I'll quickly go over. So the first is an index card from one of the Dennis the Menace artists. This was a purchase. This was not a TTM, so this is Marcus Hamilton. Okay. The second is a comic book cover artist. I'm not sure if he did some actually art in the books, but he did a couple of Doctor Strange covers for Marvel back in the day. This is Frank Brunner. The next is, if you all seen Shameless on Showtime, this is Peg Gallagher, which is Frank Gallagher's mother. She also played Kai Wynn on Deep Space Nine, and also was in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest with Jack Nicholson. So this is Louise Fletcher. So it's a glossy 8x10. She made it out to Bill Carter. But again, this was a purchase, not a TTM. Next is kind of a postcard that I saw and purchased as well, because a big fan of his on Full Metal Jacket, Any Given Sunday, also in Weeds, and just recently The Dark Knight Rises. So this is Matthew Modine. Pretty dark postcard. So it is signed, turn this around, in the back. Alright, so off to the books. The first one is a writer that focuses mainly on the history and folklore of Appalachia, which is where I live in that region. So great buy, wanted to pick it up to see what it was all about. This is Sheridan McCrum, Foggy Mountain Breakdown. It says autographed first edition. When you open it up, says this edition of Foggy Mountain Breakdown has been signed by the author, and there it is right there. Up next, we do, I guess he is like a F-list celebrity. He's more of a pop icon, pop culture, but he's a famous blogger, really. Famous. I'm not saying he was liked. When Michael Jackson was went into cardiac arrest, he put out this blog that it was all a hoax, and that he just didn't want to do a concert. But lo and behold, that's the day that Michael Jackson passed away, and he looked pretty bad for doing that. But this is Red Carpet Suicide by Perez Hilton. Not Perez. Perez Hilton. And there it is right there. Up next, we do have a really famous female country artist. She was also in the movie Tremors, just gave it away, Maverick, and she had a sitcom on television. The sitcom was named Reba. Can anybody guess what it is? No? Well, this is Reba, My Story by Reba McEntire. And if you open up to the title page, there it is. Three more. Next one. She was not the first one. She was a James Bond girl in Live and Let Die. She was on the old Battlestar Galactica and a few episodes of Smallville in earlier Smallville series, and better known for Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. I have Jane Seymour's Making Yourself at Home. A pretty great buy for the price that this book usually sells for. Cover price is $40. I got it way below that, and in addition to that, her signature on the title page. It is inscribed to Betty Sue and Sonny, with love, Jane Seymour. The next one I am very happy to add to my collection. Been looking for a signature for him for quite a while that was within my price range. Finally got a chance to get one, and I actually won this one. So he won, or through coaching, his team won 10 NCAA championships with UCLA, 7 in a row, and it's very difficult to do that. He was also the first to be inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame as both a player and a coach, and he was dubbed the Wizard of Westwood. I'm talking none other than John Wooden. So this is a lifetime of observations and reflections on and off the court, and it's inscribed to Sarah, thanking her for her interest, and he hopes he enjoys these reflections, and there's his signature. Really excited to add this to my collection. Alright, finally, this is a dual signed book. This is a children's book, but it's signed by two brothers that were, one's currently in the field, the other has retired, but this is signed by, or this is my brother's side, and it is signed by both Tiki and Rondé Barber. Tiki Barber was the running back for the New York Giants, played 10 seasons. He's also in the 10,000 rushing yard club. And Rondé is still playing for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he is the, I think, only brother to win a Super Bowl. But there they are. Rondé red, Tiki blue. So that's it. Those are all my purchases and TTMs for last week, Tuesday through Friday. As you can see, I got two TTMs in the mail today and one package that I'm going to open and put in next week's video. But let's talk about the contest now. So the first contest I'm going to have is a subscriber contest. Click the button below and you will be entered. If you are already a subscriber, you already entered, but you still need to comment "I'm in" on the comment section below. If you just comment "I'm in" and you don't subscribe, you're not going to be included in this contest. So if you do that, you'll get one entry. There it is, one entry. If you do a video response, you will get 5 entries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 entries. So 5 entries for doing a video. If you do a video, I want you to describe one thing and one thing only. You can put anything else you want, but it has to have one thing. Name one selfless act that you have done in the past to help someone else out. That's it. Now, I will have 3 winners. 1 first place, 1 second place, 1 third place, and I will have 1 honorable mention. This honorable mention can be anyone that posts a video. If your video is enjoyable, humor does count. If it is enjoyable, you will get an additional prize just for having a great video. The greater the better. I enjoy watching all these videos, all these subscribers that I have. So if you wanna win this contest or the honorable mention, just submit your own video. But that's it. That's all I have for this week. Thanks everybody for watching. Again, shine like the stars you are.